Valerie. Just wanted to give you all some facts on child support. So I wrote some things down so that I would not forget what I wanted to say. First of all, the system is set up to divide and conquer. Second of all, it does not matter to the system how much the custodial parent, how much the father makes, because 9 times out of 10, the child support is going to be coming to the woman, in which the system is set up towards women, because 90% of all custodial parents are women, meaning the system favors women. So, with that being said, say if your child's father only makes $200 a week, and he's court ordered to pay $80 a week out of his $200. That's not even feasible, because let's say he has to pay rent, he has to pay a car note, if he has a car. Okay, in some cases that's not so. Groceries, and if he doesn't have a car, he has to have money for some kind of transportation to get to and from work. So that's just kind of setting him up to fail, basically, because in the long run, he then is going to owe so much in back child support where his license will be suspended, in which then at some point he's going to go to jail. And who's going to who's going to come out in good at the end of that? No one, because the child, it probably, in most cases, does not see any of the money, because the moms, they spend the money on going out to drink, spend money on cigarettes, weed, and, I'm not saying that this about all moms, but a lot of moms do this. I just think that if you're going to have your child's father on child support, at least allow him to see the child. Child support does not care about enforcing parenting time, because I think with all fathers, all fathers should be able to see their children. I've never kept any of my children away from their fathers. So in that case, if a child's father is going to pay child support, I don't see the problem in having the child spend time with their father. I think 2 parents are the best way to raise a child. Child support is not a way to raise your child. So child support has proven to hurt families. Back in the very old days, women actually needed their husbands. They needed that man in their life, because the man normally worked and went out and paid the bills, and the mom stayed at home, took care of the children, or what have you. So therefore, back in the day also, you seen marriage to be a high percentage. And you also seen a lot of women staying with their husbands because they needed them to work. Not until welfare came into play is when you started seeing wives and mothers leaving their husbands, because then they felt that they had something else to lean on and they didn't need their husbands. So I definitely think that child support is just made up to hurt families, and the only person that hurts is the child. Please remember that. The only person that you're hurting is your child, because I feel like if you work out something with your child's father in which they can come this day and pick up the child, that child will have so much more fun with their father than he could ever think about receiving any kind of payment or money from. And please, women, don't get me wrong. I know, as a woman taking care of children myself, how hard it is to take care of them. I just think that, a child needs their father, and they need to be there. And it's just, that's just the facts. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. So, those are my points on child support. I'm not claiming to sit here and be right about everything. Those are just my views, and my views are important to me. I do believe that, like I said before, child support is definitely meant to hurt a lot of men. In which case I think they need to set up some kind of system. If they're going to set up child support and they're going to set up payments, they need to have some kind of system